Okay, so this is the second part of starting the Mamod Showmans dual action piston cylinder. Okay, I took it out of the box, and you can see that there's a little water there. It's different than most of the Mamods in that um, well, it's just configured a lot differently. So, the first thing to do for starting the steam up is that you gotta put in the oil. There's a little bolt that goes onto the smokestack. You gotta kind of reach in there, loosen it up. Now what's gonna happen is I'll take the canopy off. First I'm taking out the fuel burner, and I got the Mammoth solid fuel tablets. I can put them in there. So nice and clean yet. Okay. As I pull this up, whoop, gotta take the belts off. Okay. The larger one goes on the generator, the smaller one goes on the wheel. And I lift this up and the generator swings away. Okay. And carefully I lift this off. Alright. And set it down. Okay, the first time you fire up, you're going to have to put oil in it right away. So, a little bit of oil right on the incoming shaft, and one on the steam exchanger. And then I'm going to open up the throttle body and put in a little bit there. And I don't want to put in too much because it will lock. Steam compresses, but oil does not. So I'm closing this off. Okay, a little bit on the throttle. Okay, make sure it moves around. A little bit of oil in the rotating parts. Okay, and just a little smoosh. All right, so oil is in. Open up the filler and safety valve. Okay. Personally, I heat the water up beforehand so that I'm not wasting all my fuel tablets heating the water. On the back side of this is a sight gauge. Fill it no farther than the little golden arrow, but gotta have it at least above this to run. So I filled it right about there. I've got a syringe from one of my other engines that I'm going to use, and I already heated the water up. And the funnel comes with it. You can use a funnel too. But to me this is a little neater. I don't splash everywhere. And you can hear the commercial on TV. Okay, the water's coming up. One more. Just a hair more. I want to get beyond it. Good. Okay. Put the valve back in. The safety valve. Tighten her up. Okay. And mind you, this is the very first time that this engine will ever run, or has run. If you look underneath carefully, you'll see that this is number 1, built in 2008. I don't know if it has any meaning or not, But I thought it was kind of cool when I read that. Okay, putting everything back together. So this is tight, this is tight. Put the canopy back on, swing this out of the way. And there's a little pin on the bottom of this that fits into the hole in front of the chimney. Okay, and now I gotta get my fingers in there again to tighten that canopy up to the smokestack. You don't want to tighten it too much because you'll bend it, but you want to be able to lift it up as well. Okay. Now lighting. Okay, the lid. Now carefully so I don't burn the tabletop. Slide her in and put it on the little catches. There we go. There we are. Okay, so while that is getting ready to run, frankly, I'm going to leave the belts off until I get steam up. But it takes a little bit of time for it to heat up. Oops. We'll make sure it's burning. I see a little bit of a flame, so it'll take a little bit of time. Yeah, you can